What up humans? Karumi here, and welcome to our tips, tricks, and guide video. In this video, we are going to show you tips and tricks for Bane. But if you guys are interested on watching the complete guide, just search for Toym Traveller Boot Camp Bane on the search bar. Anyway, let's proceed. Set first skill to max level first. Prioritizing this makes the damage higher and the cooldown lower. That means you can easily burst squishy enemies and use it again for more damage dealing. Prioritize second skill less since your first skill is what you need for more damage dealing. Always upgrade his ultimate skill when available for upgrading. Bane's passive skill is what you need to deal massive damage to enemies around you. Take note that his weapon glows when his weapon is bestowed with this buff. Anyway, with the ability to deal splash damage to all enemies within its far radius, you can easily clear minion waves along with your other skills. You can easily cut minion waves in the early game with this combo. Take note that the splash damage deals damage to turrets as well. So it's an advantage, especially when you are trying to push that hard. But take note that when you hit turrets while having your passive skill, enemy heroes nearby might be hit, which will make the turret aggressive towards you. Lastly, the range of the splash damage is ridiculously far. On this scenario, Granger was too greedy to contribute on killing me. With my passive and first skill, he ended up kissing the ground in no time. We tested the farthest range of Bane's passive skill, on which you can find on the experiments section later. Bane's first skill is what you need to deal burst damage to the enemies. This skill's initial hit will deal physical damage to the target. The cannonball will also bounce to a random enemy as long as that target is nearby the initial target. The bounce prioritizes enemy heroes first. This skill is one of the scariest burst skill Bane has, since the bounce deals more damage than the initial hit. This is best to be used when you are chasing a dying enemy. Instead of targeting that dying target directly, you can shoot it initially at other enemies near, and have the bounce damage deal the finishing blow for a more sure kill. You can also use the bounce damage to steal jungle monsters if ever the tank tries blocking it from you. The bounce damage will have more damage when you kill the initial target. Take note that the bonus damage from killing the initial target is also applicable to minions. So it's best to let this skill bounce from a dying minion to an enemy hero. In short, utilize the bounce to harass enemies in your lane further. Bane's second skill is what you need to deal area of effect damage. Using this skill initially heals Bane for a small amount and have his movement speed increased. You can use the movement boost to either chase enemies or escape death. Also, never underestimate the heal, since it can save you from clutch moments like this. Then, you can use this skill again to deal magic damage to a fan-shaped area. So you can use just this skill mainly to chase dying enemies and spit on their graves. Bane's ultimate skill is what you need in team fights. Summoning a school of shark can definitely distract the enemies from executing their evil plans. When the sharks hit an enemy, they will experience a slight knock-up and knockback, and will have their movement and attack speed reduced. This is best used on tight spots like these, so that most enemies will surely be hit. You can also use this skill to counter enemies that utilizes dash mobility. Take this Selena as an example. She attempted to dash forward us, but we timed our ultimate skill pretty well to push her a little backwards and upwards. Now she was just served as breakfast for our sharks. Here we are again with our experiments. We have our favorite lab rat, Rakuten, to demonstrate with us some heroes that can greatly affect Bane's performance in-game. First, let's just test the range of his passive skill. Let's test how far the reach of the splash is. As you can see, it even reached the Layla at the edge of our screen. But when we tried adding another Layla farther, the splash didn't reach her. Well, yes, the splash range is ridiculously far, but this proves that not all long-distance relationship works. Next, we have Natalia. Let's see if our splash damage can hit her when she is nearby. As you can see, Natalia was hit and had her invisibility removed. No matter how much you hide a secret, it will definitely be revealed sooner or later. Next up we have Lolita. Let's test if her shield is reliable enough to block our skills. As you can see, she can block our first skill. She can also block our Venom Spit. But for our ultimate skill, her shield was cancelled and she was devoured by the sharks. Next, let's have Odette. The description of our ultimate skill doesn't say it has knock-up or knockback, but we noticed that there is a slight knock-up from it. So let's test if we can cancel Odette's ultimate skill. As you can see, Odette stopped singing her jam. So take note that your ultimate skill can stop channeling skills like Odette's and Farce's ultimates. Now, let's try this now against the almighty Gord. From our previous experiments, Gord's ultimate has been unstoppable. Let's see if our ultimate skill can cancel its channeling. As you can see, Gord's ultimate stopped because of the slight knock-up. So this is one of the skills you should take note of when going against Gord. Next, we have Carmilla. Carmilla's ultimate skill links enemies nearby to have them receive damage experienced by one another. Because Bane has lots of burst area of effect skills, Carmilla is a good combo with Bane with her ultimate skill. Next, we have Fanny. Let's see if Fanny can still glide with her cable against the wave created by our sharks. As you can see, even Fanny can't go against the tide. This shows that no matter how you resist, sometimes you just have to go with the flow of life. Next, we have Akai. Let's see if we can cancel Akai's ultimate skill. As you can see, Akai stopped the Spin-a-Rooney. This is helpful in team fights when Akai tries to squeeze your allies. Next, we tested if we can counter the School of Sharks with the Flicker spell. Let's see if we can just skip above the wave. As you can see, the wave can be dodged with Flicker. This is best to be used when you are trying to chase Bane and he used his ultimate skill towards you. Lastly, we have Franco. Let's see if we can cancel Franco's ultimate skill holding our ally. As you can see, we were able to free our ally from Franco's ultimate skill. So better use this to save the one you love. In terms of his combo, you can execute different combos since his skills are all considered burst damage dealer. But we will teach you the usual combo we execute during team fights. First, we use our arrival spell to respond to our allies. Then we use second skill to boost our movement speed and to brew the venom as early as possible. Then, we use our ultimate skill towards the enemy so that they will experience the damage, knock-up, and slowing effects. Then we use our first skill to deal further damage to the enemy. The bounce will also be useful for more burst damage dealing in team fights. By the way, you can use your basic attacks if ever you have an enemy near you. This will trigger your passive skill to deal a massive splash damage within a large radius. Then we use our second skill to deal area of effect damage in the team fight. Then deal basic attacks and use your skills whenever they're in cooldown. Additional tip: always believe in Bane. Having spell vamp from emblems or items will definitely regenerate health for Bane instantly, since you deal burst area of effect damage to enemies. With the heal from your second skill as well and the knockup plus slowing effects from your ultimate skill, this will definitely help you do a clutch move, making the enemies wanting to be back inside their mother's womb. The tips I mentioned are just some of the ways you can use Bane. This video just guides you on how to use Bane the Kurumi way. We would like to thank our guest lab rats, especially our Wakandian brother Rakuten, for being our lab rat again for this boot camp. You can search for them in-game and tell them how much you appreciate them, willing to sacrifice their pride and honor to be a lab rat. Watch their in-game streams and send some flowers and hearts. So, once again, this is Kurumi and that's how you use Bane. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel for more contents by clicking on the subscribe button below. For our skin giveaway events, check out the community tab for the giveaway post. We have our coffee account just in case you want to donate us some coffee funds. Check our coffee link on the description of this video. Please only trust boot camp videos from our official accounts. See you on the next Mobile Legends boot camp. Cheers.